All right, we are back. We are back. Yeah. Man like Hyrule just teleported to the seat. We're on the home stretch of the show. I think this month's been a little bit, it's been quite eventful. It's been quite eventful, actually. So I don't even know where to start. I think we should start with something more light-hearted because before we get into the fuckery.
So Jay-Z.
Nah, before we get into the fuckery, let's start with the light-hearted shit, yeah? So, day 2 million in the Drake versus Kendrick beef. Saw the man like Drizzy file a lawsuit.
Whoa.
Yeah, stating that UMG artificially inflated Kendrick Lamar's diss track, not
Never
like
seen
us.
before in hip hop.
What he was trying to state,
hip-hop.
what he tried to suggest, or what he tried to claim, is that UMG basically made the song appear more successful and more viral than it actually was by using fake streams and bots. So, how do we feel about this? What is Drake doing to himself?
Well, like, you know what? If those are fake streams and everything's fake streams, like, I don't know why he would, come out and say it. But I did see a funny video. I think I shared it with you. And it was like this guy was like, "Oh yeah, can you play like this song?" And he said the title of the song. He didn't say "They Not Like Us," but he said a lyric from "They Not Like Us." It's actually a Drake song, and it didn't play the Drake song that he was asking for. It played the Kendrick song. So he was like, "Yo, this is proof. This is proof. They actually are doing that." Like, so, but I think what AI does is it looks for keywords, and so because he's got like that certified lover boy. He says certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Yeah. So if you ask for certified lover boy, it's not going to come up with Drake. It's actually going to come up with the most popular thing that's got that lyric in it, which is, at the moment, Kendrick. So I think, it's just a misunderstanding, really. He's just got to take the L. Like, he's just got to take the L.
But also, like, listen, Drake, if that is the case, if UMG are doing that, Drake's got to consider that they're doing that for him too. So he's exposing himself. And if what he claims is true, and UMG are doing that, then what about his own music? These are your employers. You're a client of this actual company.
It's
so
like making
what
millions.
are you talking about?
It's like making millions with your people and then turning around saying, like, scammed your
It's
way
not
to
fair!
it. Like, I made some of that money, but you scammed your way to it, man. No. It's like, I think it's weak. It's never been seen before in hip hop.
Yeah, this is
in a rich tradition of hip hop beefs and how they go down, it's like you take the L.
Grace.
Man like Ja Rule took an L that finished his career. And he took it gracefully.
It's with grace. You know what? Yeah, I sat here because we've had many of these conversations because he seems to be the one that's always in these kind of tear ups. Yeah, in the like modern day.
Yeah,
and I think I don't know if it was when we were talking about the Pusher one, when we were like, and I think I remember saying, "Oh, you know what? Drake's cool because he always takes it with takes the L with grace, but this time he couldn't hack it, bro." You couldn't hack it. What changed? Like, why could you take the L with the other MCs?
His aunties and his uncles probably like it. He probably went to family parties and it was on, and man was just shots.
There's a different thing like supporting this whole argument. Like, so the events that surrounding Drake beforehand were about the paternity of his child. Okay, so obviously that was something he had to address.
They both took low blows, though. They took low blows.
You said however,
your wife beater. You said you got a secret child.
Yeah, but this is different. The reason why it's different is because it's about his makeup as a man, as an individual, as an entity. Like, everyone's gonna look at him now because, like, think about it. Yeah, this guy, it's been a character assassination. Every song he's used, he said, "You do this, you do that, you do that." Like, I've heard, like, 9-year-olds and 10-year-olds like talking about he's a PDF file, like, you know what I mean? Like, and they're singing their songs with full chest.
They don't know the context.
That's different.
They don't know context.
No, they do.
No, after bar, really? No, not really.
Yeah. Bruv,
9-year-old.
From your 4, you know what
the word
is.
Yeah, but
they're fiddling with kids.
The context, like, the context of the bar.
The child snatcher.
No, the bar. The context of the bar.
Yeah,
because like, he's in little terms, he's not that, but he's just saying that, like leaning towards that, but saying it in like a low blow way, innit? I can say this, but if I say it dirty, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say the P word and fuck your shit up.
But also, when like he's filed 2 two motions. There's been two lawsuits.
Two motions?
Two lawsuits.
Wow. Two of me?
Shots, man.
Man, he's banked her rights. If he's like, oh, wow.
Get your money, bro.
There's been two lawsuits that you filed, and one of them was defamation, which I think is a cheek because
character.
you were saying that, like you said,
tip of
he
that.
was saying himself that Kendrick beats up his
Yeah, he
woman and
beat
all
your
that,
baby mother,
and that
right.
his kid is not his and
Yeah,
all
no,
that.
you-
So if you are doing a lawsuit based on what he's saying to you, what about what you're saying to
you
him?
said,
Come on,
bro.
man. Take it like a man. Seriously.
No, you say that, yeah. You say take it like a man, but if we take this all the way back to
Saying
like
that
battle-
basketball guy,
no.
you and all of that.
Like, listen, yeah. If you take it back to battle rap, if you think about battle rap, yeah, not all battle raps end well. Like, think about that. Think about that battle. I can't remember that guy that presents a show now, yeah. But
He said, say that again.
yeah,
In
no.
Math.
Math Hoffa.
Math used
And
to
he was
beat
like,
man up.
he
Math
was
used to
like,
beat
no,
man up.
I'm just gonna deck him.
Used to beat
He
man
cut
up.
man in his face. That was a lawsuit. That was a lawsuit because he couldn't do it in the battle. Do you know what I mean? That was the equivalent of a lawsuit. Like, he just thumped him. But
Yeah,
like,
on
you
the
know what I
face.
mean? Like, he took
True.
it to the street. But like, yeah, but he wasn't. Like, if you get on the mic and you're spitting, that's how you got to war it.
Twing, man.
Like, you know, Wu-Tang told us, like, our tongues are our swords,
Sword.
innit? We got to swing the sword. If you're not willing to swing the sword,
Don't
then guess
do
what?
it.
Get off the
Yeah,
microphone.
that's it.
Like, boom.
That's what I feel about
Yeah.
the suing thing. And it's just like you're taking it to degrees, man. You just took an L, man.
But ultimately, and I said this to you the other day when we spoke on it, yeah. Ultimately, he's kind of fucking up his own
shit.
legacy up
Yeah,
because
he's
at the end of the day, yeah, if he'd have just kept quiet and hold the L, in a year he would have dropped his music.
Big again.
And all his fans,
Everyone's
he's
back.
got his OV hoes.
Yep.
They would have not cared.
Yeah, right back. They're right back on it.
Yeah,
Right
the
back
OV
on
hoes
train.
would have done the cape,
Yep.
and it would be back to square one. They'll be
gravy
like
train keeps
Drake,
rolling.
but now it's like even his fans can't really back him. They're just like, this guy.
why did
is
he do that?
moving moist.
I don't think, like, I think it's just shown him something that's probably like not stroking his ego now because for like somebody posted it, yeah. They said like for 15 or 16 years, yeah, this guy has been giving us summer hit after summer hit. Like think about it. Kendrick hasn't really done that for us.
true.
Like and
Kendrick's not that kind of MC
another,
though, man.
And another thing I'll say, more than the amount of more than the amount that he's helped. Like you know, like music, like on the whole. Think about what he's done, like for the UK. Think about what he's done for other areas that don't really get a lot of shine.
When he's in
He's done a
chameleon
whole
mode, yeah.
album.
When he's in chameleon mode,
okay,
you do
you can
something
call
for
it a
UK.
chameleon thing.
And then chameleon out the tree,
but
bro.
at the
Turn
end
colour
of the
again.
day, at the end of the day, he had a whole album. He had what's it, Galchester and all them songs, yeah. And you know what I mean.
You also went yard and
Like-
started making stuff with
like-
popcorn
like
and
when you really deep it, yeah,
Middle
he's
Chester.
done more for he's done way more for like UK music and the UK scene. He brought back Top Boy.
I'll give him his props on Top
he's done
Boy.
a lot of shit.
Channel 4 dashed that
He's
in
done
the
a
drain,
lot of
innit?
shit
So I'll
for
give
the
him
UK
that. I'll
scene.
give him that.
Like Drake, Kendrick hasn't done anything.
Because you were talking about the shits and gigs thing, this about the shits and gigs
Oh.
thing.
Oh, okay. So the shits and gigs thing happened, right? Obviously, shits and gigs. Like for those who don't know, they've got a podcast, and they were sitting down and they were kiki and ha-ha-ing with
Rinsing, innit? Doing the
with
rinse.
Andrew Schultz, who's a comedian. So
the
as they were doing that, yeah, and they got to the point where they're sitting down in this podcast interview. There was a couple of jokes that was happening, and they went along with the jokes. So because they went along with the jokes now, obviously it put them in the hot seat because their fan base, they were kind of alienating their fan base and making light of their fan base. So because of that, yeah, like Kendrick addressed it in a song. Now after Kendrick addressed it in a song, like it sort of put these UK celebrities
spotlight.
like in the spotlight in a negative light. But my point,
more so.
but
No. They were the topic.
yeah. But my
I don't know about these, man. I don't know about these, man.
but here's the thing, yeah. My point is this, yeah. It's like I don't remember a time where Kendrick has ever bigged up any UK people whatsoever. So like he's never like put the spotlight on UK artists or wanted to collab or wanted to bring us on things.
He did a remix to "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe" with Emily Sandé. That's about as far as it goes.
Oh, okay. All right. I stand correct. Like, give a fuck.
Should that count?
Anyway,
Should
yeah,
that count?
So, no, it doesn't.
don't think he was in
Yeah.
the studio.
So the reality is, yeah, he hasn't done that. However, like Drake has done that, and I just find it funny that like the one time he actually like put light on UK people or that you know what I mean that are doing something, it was on a negative. It's like he's got nothing positive to say about. So like when he said that they not like us. he really means us as in the people. He's not talking about like, you know what I mean, the macrocosm. He's talking about his microcosm of people from Compton. Like that's what he fucks with.
Of course,
Yeah.
that's his tradition, his culture. That's where he's from, and it's embedded in him.
And
Man.
I like Kendrick, but I've just got to
Same
say
here.
that because I feel
Same here.
like Drake has done more to embrace other communities and bring people together. And yeah, it might be exploitative. I'm not saying it isn't.
But
I'm not saying
the
he's
very
not seeing
reason
cash.
Drake is putting that lawsuit out now, it boils down to deeper shit. It's everything we're saying about Kendrick. Kendrick is not, if you look on numbers and certain other things, he's not on the level of Drake. But Kendrick is the MC that gets the props that Drake always wanted.
And that is it.
Yeah.
And,
And sometimes man burning you with tunes, yeah?
And-
Imagine how you feel. Your man
and-
pride is shot into pieces,
imagine. I think that's probably that we were talking about. Why has he
That's
reacted
why.
this way compared to when he lost other beefs? And it's that. I think it kind of does.
The
feel
hip-hop
like
world
it's that.
loves Kendrick.
Because
Even if you're not a fan of him, you
Kendrick
respect
is
him.
is a lyrical MC who is mainstream. And Drake wants to be a mainstream MC who people see as lyrical. And because he always gets dissed about how he's soft and this and that, it's like, this Kendrick guy. But what he's had over Kendrick is he's always had bigger numbers and,
Yes.
Mike Jack,
Everything
all
else.
that, whatever. But now with that, They Not Like Us,
Comes down to
it's
bars.
like they went toe to toe and Kendrick bodied you. And people are playing this tune at like stadiums, like marching bands
it's
are
hurting
playing
your heart,
the
man.
tune,
You're hearing it a
and
lot.
like they're playing it in like the Super Bowl, and they're playing it random places.
Walmart.
And it's everywhere. And basically, you've got the whole world singing along to this song that's dissing you.
Yeah, and he started unfollowing people that he followed
see?
because
backing it.
like so apparently he like unfollowed like LeBron James because LeBron James was like at courtside like and they're playing like the same song, yeah, like They Not Like Us, and like obviously he's got the control to be able to say don't play that
Change the
in
music.
this arena, but he's like he's gonna let it
I
slide
like
because
this
obviously
one, yeah,
it's
I like
from
this one.
LA, it's a LA thing, and he plays for the Lakers.
Exactly.
So
They had to
obviously
play
you gotta let it ride.
to play.
Like so yeah, I think anyway.
The shots is real, man.
The shots is real. Let's move on because it's turning into that, Dame 1 million of the beef again. So let's like move on before we get too bogged down in it. All right, so I think we need to address the elephant in the room.
That was the elephant.
Nah, there's a bigger elephant. This is a woolly mammoth. This is a woolly mammoth. So,
Mastodon, bro. Trust me.
so Jay-Z.
Oh.
Like I think a few people saw this one coming, but he's been named in a civil suit for the grape. You know what we mean by that. For the grape
I did.
of a 13-year-old back in the day alongside P Diddy. So 1 second.
We're saying great now.
Well, yeah, it's for the algorithms, innit?
Okay.
But yeah, so let me just like go to the article so we can just see a little bit more. So an amended lawsuit filed in federal court on Sunday alleges that rap moguls Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs raped a 13-year-old girl during a party in 2000.
Just take
Essay. Why are we laughing? Jay-Z denied the allegations on social media and lambasted the lawsuit, calling it a part of... Sorry, my phone just started doing
He's
madness.
released a statement.
A part of a blackmail attempt. Yeah, he
Yeah,
released that. He released a mad statement.
massive statement. Him
That
and
it was
Beyonce.
long, and
Yeah.
he was
Big
not
statement.
having it
Like,
at
what's
all.
going on here?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, he thinks it's a blackmail attempt, and he's he's willing to fight this all the way. He's not having it in any shape, way, or form. So. Yeah, like what can we say about this right now? I mean, it's breaking today. Like as we sit here
Listen.
today on the 9th of December, it's all gonna be peaked.
I look at it like this. Hyrule, you just said it. Like, man, see it coming. And I did.
Yeah.
And I say it because of this, not because you want to see man's downfall and that. Jigga's great in this thing. But it's like, Jigga's relationship with Diddy goes back. It goes way back.
Yeah.
It goes way back to like Biggie, rest in peace, being alive. It goes far back. Even Biggie's probably gone to the grave with things that he knew and saw. Yeah, we have to face that reality now that because he's got suspect lyrics, Biggie, man. Breakdown, he's a couple suspect lyrics in Biggie's discography, man. While he's around
you look
Diddy.
so good, I'll
yeah.
suck on your...
Yeah, daddy's there,
Fathers,
yeah. My
like,
man got
panics.
kidnaps kids and throws them off the bridge, and I could break that. There's a couple of Biggie lyrics to suspect, so it's just like, what did he go to the grave knowing, and what has Jigga known for years that he might have just like, I won't say it's just Diddy, innit? It's just a Diddy.
Like the
It's
thing,
just Diddy.
the thing is, I think I can't remember if it was today or yesterday I heard about this Jay-Z thing, but like last week, I looked at my phone and somebody had posted a screenshot of a newspaper report that got taken down an hour after it got put out,
Mad.
and that was about Tom Hanks. So, do you know what I mean? There's been a lot of things going around about like I remember once I sat down in the pub and I had a drink and somebody was talking. Yeah, allegedly. I remember I was in the pub once. I sat down and I had a drink, having a conversation about Kevin Spacey and about the events surrounding Kevin Spacey. Yeah, and now at the time he was getting cancelled, and also they started having a conversation and talking to me about other people that had been cancelled or stuff came to light. I think Jimmy Savile was one that the person had mentioned, and then they said, "Oh, you don't want me to get me started about David Jason," and I just looked at the guy. I was like, "What?"
Oh.
And he just was like, "No." He was like, "I don't think you're ready for that." Do you know what I mean? Like, so we don't know what people are up to. Like, and that's why when I said to you, "Oh, you got suspicions," because the thing is, you could be suspicious of everybody. Like, it's just too much. It's too, you know what I mean? It's like if you had to be like, it's you. It's almost like that Spider-Man meme. You know what I mean? They're all pointing at each other. Like, so like, I'm not taking too much stock into it because it's already just come out. It's only just come out or whatever. Like, but yeah, it looks peak. It looks peak.
Yeah, man.
It's not looking good. I think
Not at all.
Yeah, I think that we need to see what happens. Obviously, let everything take its course.
Of course.
We need to let everything take its course. Everybody is like automatically because they've been waiting for Jigga to be named.
Just speak
And
out, man.
whether there's truth,
Say something.
whether it's fact or fiction of these lawsuits, it's quite an interesting case at the moment. I just think that it's mad because all of our like 90s musicians are just they're in the mud right now.
Man.
It's like, please don't name Buster next. Please, just don't name him. Please, I don't want to hear it.
I've already been hearing freaky stuff.
Yeah, I've heard freaky stuff, but I don't want to hear no. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear no deviancy, bruv. Like if he's batting whatever team he's batting for, just please don't make it be no deviancy, please. Don't make it be like something that is like foul like that. Do you know what I mean? He can bat for whatever team he wants. If he's doing that, whatever, that's his business. But just please, I don't want to hear that. He's no kiddie fiddler or no weird shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, nah, man.
This is the thing. Like when we were growing up, we had sort of animated heroes, and the animated heroes nothing can happen to them. They're like sort of untouchable. Like so all I'm gonna say to people is just, you know what I mean? You've got Optimus Prime, that's your hero, that's cool. You got Lionel, that's your hero, that's cool. You've got Leonardo, that's your hero, that's cool. All these actual people, like with flesh and blood, bodies, minds, like they're not your heroes. Just allow it, innit? Like
no. Listen, it's not. Listen, don't get it twisted. I'm not looking up to them like icons or nothing like that. But you would hope that they're just like normal people.
Yeah, for real.
You would hope that they're not like deviants or the worst of the worst. And that's what's happening. That's what's transpiring. Look, I was never the biggest Diddy fan anyway. It was always a bit weird to me.
Neither,
But at the same time, to see like all like the volume of all of these people, like Dr. Huxtable, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like once Dr. Huxtable is a wrap. After Dr. Huxtable, it's like no one is safe. No one is safe. And it's like
even old man Bill.
Yeah. And I listen, I'm not gonna lie, I fully support like them women who came out
done
and
Demon
said,
X, man.
because it's
what it
too
is.
many. It's too
He done
many
Demon X.
for it to be
the
like,
numbers
just
were
a
too
coincidence.
overwhelming. Yeah,
and I've seen him on TV talking about the shit that he got accused of on big time talk shows.
He's from that era,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? He was talking about.
He's
When he's talking about the Spanish
he's
fly.
from that era,
Hello,
innit? And it
like,
came
all of
back
that.
to Yam
So-
in a minute.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, this is not a thing where it's like, oh, not believing the victim. It's not that. It's just like, it's just sad to see that all these people that we grew up turn out to be. I mean, listen, Jimmy Savile was always booky, bruv. He was booky.
When I was young, I thought it was weird when I
I
was
used to be
young.
like, why is this guy coming on
He's got
TV?
bare
looking
jewelry on
like
his
bare
cigars in his
jewelry
mouth around the
and
kids and shit.
Yeah, this was always weird. He never convinced
It was
me.
weird, man.
You know what I mean?
Since
But
a kid, I thought it was booky.
yeah, but to see like the volume of the amount of all of these like people from that time, and it's crazy because I think like because there was no phones and all that shit around at that time,
Certain
these people
things
thought
couldn't
that they
happen,
could
yeah.
get away with all this shit,
Everything.
and the chickens have come home to roost. But yeah, let's just hope that Jay-Z is not part of that chicken coop.
Oh, right. You stick it in, man. All right. Is there anything to talk about, or
Yeah,
just?
we got one more.
Yeah, all right.
So I don't know if you lot have seen this, but let me. I don't know if you lot have seen this, but have you heard about this CEO from United Healthcare Brian. His name was Brian Thompson, and he got shot dead.
Hitman.
Yeah, by a
Hitman
hitman.
licked him out.
Yeah.
So I read
Did
it.
you hear about
I read
this?
the story on it.
Right. So basically, let me just go through it. Yeah. So the brazen and targeting killing of health insurance executive Brian Thompson, CEO of United Healthcare, outside a New York hotel.
Yeah, man. Blammed in
This
daytime.
week shocked America.
Blammed him.
Yeah, but the madness is the reaction to the shooting, because obviously this guy, he was part of like one of the biggest big pharma, like one of the companies, pharmaceutical companies in the US. And basically, they're responsible for like withholding people's meds. You know how? Listen, America is wild when it comes to their healthcare. They're just
crazy.
charging people
Crazy.
through the roof. And my mum lives over there, and it's not a joke. Like my uncle, when he got sick, similar thing. Like it was like you ended up paying through the roof and ending getting yourself in debt because.
That's been a thing, man.
Yeah.
It's like my grandma, rest in peace, when she went back to Jamaica, late 90s into the thousands, she'd still come back here to get NHS treatment, because if you're sick out there,
money be a wrap. Yeah,
not that they didn't have it, but it was just, she was more comfortable with the system of NHS.
It's a wrap. And listen, the NHS by no means is a perfect system. It's fucked right now.
But other places.
But America is crazy. And like, the thing is, this guy, there'd been protests, had been like breaking out for ages, like against this company, and he's the CEO of the company, and they kept like denying all of these claims. But the interesting thing is how America has reacted. They've just really and truly, they've just been like, oh, fuck this guy. Like he's responsible for withholding Granny's medication. Like he's one of these guys. So it's like you've seen, like, it's mad because America is really like a tinderbox right now, and like they were saying, why was this guy walking around with no security? Because now, like, these companies, they need to realize that America is so volatile at this point in time that these guys are not safe. People need to be walking around with protection, because these guys are not safe. People are waking up and they're like, nah, this country shouldn't be like using their citizens as.
Oh, so you think the hit? You think the hit? It was like not like sort of a government type of thing. It was more like an individual that's just pissed off with this company not like providing like support for.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, like, because I remember that Martin Scorsese guy or whatever. He bought like a pharmaceutical drug or whatever, and
Same
he,
one that bought that Wu album,
he
innit?
put the price up, and he's the same guy that done the Wu-Tang
bought the
album.
Wu
So I'm
album,
bringing
man.
it back to hip hop, but I just thought, you know, as a good, So yeah, like obviously I know that there are individuals that can do that. Like obviously when it comes to like companies doing that, getting involved in sort of, you know, having trial drugs and then putting it to market and then seeing how it's doing and then realizing, oh, okay, people need this drug, let's put the price up. Obviously, that's inviting people to not even just necessarily go after them, but it's inviting them to actually look for drug substitutions, go across the border and go and look for it cheaper elsewhere, you know. And a lot of issues come from that, like, you know, the migration of people going to like the south of the border to go and get drugs. Then you might go and you know, meet somebody and then try and buy the drug, and then they know you're trying to do something illegal, and then they off you. You know what I mean? That's putting your own citizens in harm's way. Yeah. Like, so really, realistically,
but nations have always been like that, Hyrule. In regards to healthcare and their citizens and how much money it brings into economies and certain things. It's always like been a blind eye thing, and we never had like transparency with none of that industry. Think about us growing up. When we've ever had transparency with pharmaceutical industry, what this is, what was in jabs we got at school, nothing. There's never no transparency. So they've been able to keep power for time. So man getting licked down in New York in midday, good. Good.
Well,
it might start a chain or something.
You know, you said there's no transparency. Yeah, this is the funny thing, because like in America, like they tell you what the side effects are. So you sit down on the advert and it'll be like, may cause death,
heart attacks, strokes.
So they are kind of transparent, but like people obviously know what they need. If it's gonna like mash up their liver, they're gonna do it. Like.
But this is the thing, like, I think the difference, like, is see like America, America, to me, when I look at America, it's like a business, bro. Yeah. Like, even as a nation, because it's such a young nation, but because it is like, it's the capitalist experiment. Like their nation lives and dies by capitalism. Straight. So even when they're dealing with their own citizens' healthcare, it's like, no, you got to pay for that, because the almighty dollar is king. So they don't care. Like, you know, you got the NRA, you got the big pharma. they will not give a shit about their own citizens for these institutions because they're just like, it brings in the bucks. So this is what we need to be protecting. We protect these institutions. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
in order for everything to be everything, man.
Like
I agree, man.
NRA and the arms contracts and the pharmaceutical contracts.
Arms is another.
These things are the thing that are like. These are the things that are like. These are propping America up. Even when America's failing in other ways, they can just call on these things to just like bring in this money. These lobbyists and I think that. American, like, because they're in such a kind of febrile time, they're just kind of like, no, we're not having it, bro. We're gonna lick you down, bro. My granny needs her medication, and you're not giving it to her. All right, you're dead then.
Come get you then.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
But yeah, they need to think about that, bro.
It's that, man. I think our doors open up with that, where we may see like more similar incidents.
I mean, hope not. We don't wish no bad on no one, but bruv, again, we said in the last thing, chicken's coming home to roost, bruv. Anyway, on that positive note, we're gonna wish all of you a Merry Christmas.
And people, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in all this year to the New Guys Radio Show. Yeah.
To all the whole,
We appreciate
all
you.
the other hosts we've had.
All the guests, co-hosts, DJs.
What else we
Everyone
gotta
that's
say?
been involved this year, we salute you.
Big you
highly.
up. We salute you up. We salute you.
I can't even think about the amount of names.
It's too many to mention. We'll upset someone. So we're just going to say big up to everyone that blessed us this year. Big up to Mo for having us each and every time and for dealing with our requests and all of them things there. Yeah, big up to all the people involved. But we're going to keep it moving now because we got the next group coming in to do their thing. So all that's left, people. Yeah, happy holidays.
Bless
all
up.
that's left to say is
Guardz
up.
up.
Nice.